Welcome back, guys, to my platform. So this is a continuous from my previous video, how you guys saw the oven was lifted by this winch and then put into the bakery. We then had an issue with pushing the bakery into the position that we wanted because the oven was so heavy and the metal that they had and put it underneath wouldn't work because they didn't have enough, and the guys were really struggling to push it in. I got so many boys to come and help, but they couldn't. And I think I did mention that 6 guys actually push it at the end with tiny little metals. I wish I was at home, but unfortunately I wasn't. At this point, everyone was just throwing in their own opinions and ideas on how to move this oven from this point to get it right in. And I'm telling you now, it was not easy at all. Even me, myself, I pushed and pushed and pushed, but didn't move. It didn't even help. But at the end, it got there. I was out, came back, and it was done. Like I say, I like to do a voiceover, because it's easier for me to explain what was going on rather than writing a subtitle, because it's going to be hard to write and follow up with what everyone else is saying. But this was just a basic conversation and everyone throwing in their own ideas onto how to move it. And while they were trying to move it, the conversation of, oh, do this, pull this, grab this, push this. So everyone was just trying to help out with their own ideas. So we had some metals that we had to put underneath, and then we had the idea to push it and roll it, because then it's going to roll. But that didn't help. When we push it, the metals were not doing the right job that it should have. The guys tried in different angles using the metal bars, but it didn't do anything. The metals were like pipes, but metal instead of plastic. And it was meant to work absolutely fine, but no, it didn't. So after a day or two, the guys that were doing the tiles, they came, and I think my dad explained to them that the oven was meant to go in, but we still can't find a small winch to push it in. So they then came up with the idea to use some little tiny metal rods, which did the job, and I was so impressed with them. I think it was about 6 of them, and it was about 4 of them. So these 4 guys, when they got into the conversation with my dad, they were like, oh, you don't have to get a winch to push this. We can get it in. So my dad laughed and looked at them because they were not masculine, some next tiny boys. So my dad was like, no, I need some guys with, muscles, guys that normally go to the gym, or strong men, not boys. They laughed and said, the thing is about brain, Dad. It's not about the power. We can do it. So my dad allowed them to push it in with some tiny little rods. You will not believe it. If I was to show you guys what they actually used to move this massive oven. After 15 guys tried, they could not. So one of the guys had the idea, so they did what they had to do, and they started pushing this like a toy, moving it to any direction that they wanted. My dad was so speechless, he didn't even know what to say. And he could not wait for me to get back home. He had to ring me and ask me, where was I? Because I was taking forever to get to the house. I was like, Dad, I just left the house not long ago. I'll be there soon. And when I got home, I got to the bakery and I looked at the oven, but God knows, I wasn't even thinking, because I wasn't even expecting anyone to move it. Then my dad was like, look around. I looked around, but it wasn't making any sense. He then asked, you haven't seen anything different? Noticed anything different? That's when I noticed the oven was in the right location, exactly where we wanted it. Oh my God, I screamed with happiness. I was like, how did this even happen? So he explained the story, which I really appreciated, the fact that these boys were around to do it. After we sweat and pushed and did everything. 15 guys can't shake it, but 4 did. Imagine, it's all about brain. But that was it really, and this is why I like to do a voiceover, just to explain to you guys what was going on. So this is just the operation of them trying to move it, but they didn't, they could not. And just watch till the end and see how it all went. Thank you guys, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also comment down below, let's have a chit chat. Guys, and also another thing is that my oven got dent at the front, which really hurts. Just seeing it breaks my heart. So I had to get a car dent repair guy to come and help me with the dent. Even though the dent was removed, but the top, it still has it. And he removed it, but you could tell that it was dented. And I don't like the way it looks. It makes it look old. This happened from the first incident when they were putting the oven in the compound with the winch. Because it was a smaller winch and the guy was not professional at the way he was moving it and the way he should have positioned it or strapped the oven. They strapped it from the front instead of the sides. So as you can see at the top and on the sides, you can see dents. But I was advised that it has nothing to do with the oven itself, but I just wanted it to look so perfect because of the standard of this bakery. But unfortunately, that's what I got, and I have to work with this. But I've learned from my lesson. Next time, I'll make sure that I use a bigger winch, as this was my first ever time having to deal with a winch to lift such big equipment. So I thought to let you guys know about this, just in case any of you wanted to lift something like this. Please go with a bigger winch and not a small one, because it's just going to end up damaging your goods and it's not going to look good. Put it in, but the two got stuck in the middle. So now they're trying to pull the two bars, put it at the front so they can roll the oven. But they've taken one out, there's one still stuck in there. So that's what they're trying to take out. So that's why they're just having a discussion about what to
Ini mustard.
Pus munyo. Wah. Munu na jo. Wah, munyo jo. Wow, jadi. Wow, mungkin dong. Wow. Wow, mungkin. Baik, Bapak. Nah, lo kembali fokus sekarang. Ada.
Now the dent, we're gonna get the guys, they're called Tolia Men. I don't know, I think Tolia Men, I don't even know whether that's English, but yeah. We're gonna call them to put the front part, and then they're gonna fix it again, make it as it was. So that might be tomorrow that I'm gonna get someone to get it done, because I would like to be front open this afternoon. It was the first move, that's what caused this damage. Thank you, he's saying you guys subscribe. So most of my viewers watch and they don't subscribe. Please, it doesn't cost you nothing. Just subscribe, like and share. And get ready to start buying bread from Renee. You can order anywhere in the world. And it will be delivered to your family members, friends, whoever. We will be baking cakes, especially Valentine's, red velvet cakes, will only be available. So I've got some specials for you guys. Because I love you guys.
No, B and class B is high. Ma xoolee ni sama benn
So guys, we have 4 guys, they can't push it in. So I had to go all the way to the junction and get all the boys and beg them to come and help me push it in. So they're here and they're more than happy to help. Come. Come, let me show you the guys. So everyone is now involved to push it in. Krale, hello, Hey, mira que era tu YouTube. Ay, ni siquiera.
I support. There is support. Yeah, there is support. Wow.
Kii moo la gën a smart.
No, don't you dare go back in. Now. In. Go in.
Beewa rek. Stop.